YouTubers, in the woods crafting here. So me and Roxer are on our way out. We're gonna do a solo overnight camping. Nothing fancy. We got motorboat, small little 12-foot John 99 Johnson, tent, fishing rods. We're gonna go fish on the Groundhog River. So anyway, stay tuned. Should be quite the adventure. Talk to you later. Hey tubers, a little rough start to our adventure. Dragged the boat down to the creek here. Yeah, my equipment's in rough shape. Just slid over a rock there, that's what I'm looking over. So Roxy's a little bit panicked. We've had a few issues. I dragged it down and made a hole in the boat. I was able to temporarily fix it. I'm over an hour from town, so I can manage the water that's coming into the boat. I'm not far from shore. I'm only in the creek yet, but going up the river. So anyways, have a look here. We got a little bit of water in the boat. That was before I fixed it, so I've started bailing, but I figured I'd share that with you before anything else happens. But yeah, it's an adventure. So hopefully that's enough of the mishaps. So yeah, I made a bailing bucket. I'm gonna bail this out slowly. Not too much gear is wet, unless the dog sat on the tent, but that really ain't gonna matter. We're gonna set up camp. It's only lunchtime, so by the time we need that, it'll be much later on. Anyways, stay tuned. Hey tubers, so bailed out the boat, still heading down to the peninsula between the river and the creek. So I figured with everything that's happened this morning, it seems like it shouldn't meant to be, so I put my life jacket on. It's my kayaking vest, but it is a PFD, personal flotation device, whatever you want to call it. So I figured by myself, I said earlier, an hour from town, so better not take too many chances. Anyways, talk to you guys in a bit. Somebody's very old tree stand. Really nice spot to watch that little back bay. I don't know if I'd want to sit there all day, but there's like another creek opening up over there. It's like a little bay. I'm just going by a beaver lodge here. I'll show you in a minute. But he's starting his feed bed right here in front of us. Hopefully the camera can get that. So the lodge is back there in that bend, beginning of the bend. You can actually see, I don't know if the camera will pick that up, but there's a little dugout right here in the bank. I don't know if he's got a den underneath there. Quite efficient if he does. Hey folks, so we're looking at the Groundhog River. Just around the bend over there, we'll go up a little later, is a set of rapids. Didn't bring enough rope to be able to cross them today, but anyways. So people have been here. There's quite a significant pile of firewood. I don't know what that's from, but there's a fire spot there. There's another one up there. Some kind of makeshift tripod. But we're going to be camping here for the night. Bunch of debris and floating sticks that people carried up. We left a grill. See if we can make use of it. I brought mine, but it's not much of an area to set up a tent. A lot of roots, but Roxy's happy. Already all dirty. Gotta bring that dog in my tent tonight. Look at that. So we got a nice little landing spot for the boat. Pull it up a little higher for the evening. but well beaten path, and like I said, somebody brought firewood, so it's been used, well used. But this is where we're going to set up tent at a really nice spot, fairly level, a nice rock. Might be able to bring in the boat here, but we got caught in the lilies. But anyways, just soaking it in. We'll set up camp, we'll let stuff air out and dry out, and see about catching some walleye. So, tent is set up. We'll let that, I said, air out and stuff. I'll be home for the evening. So, we're just gonna set up and keep setting up, and hopefully get some fishing in. Sorry, a little bit of bad camera angle, but anyways. Bugs are, mosquitoes are still out here. Kind of surprised. Anyways, stay tuned. Hey tubers. So, finally fishing. Had the rod in hand. Should have videotaped it, but had another issue. Like, we've got a leak in the boat. Forgot stuff. We got no frying pan. But anyways, we'll adapt. We'll survive. But that little blue ball there at the end of my foot, primer ball for the outboard, there's two little valves in there, check valves, to prevent the gas from going backwards into the tank when you squeeze it. Well, one of them stuck, and when I went to open up the motor a little bit, give her a little bit of wind, ran out of gas. The valve actually, another valve, but the bulb actually collapsed and we ran out of gas. So had to figure out what was going on. Smack the valve a little bit, the bulb, to free up the check valves, and heard it let go, and then it started taking fuel back into the primer bulb. So anyway, like I said, it's been an adventure so far for me. Hope you're enjoying it. Get the net on that. That's a nice little key. Looks like another little one. The wind's pushing me quite a starter for the boat. I don't know if you guys will be able to. Another nice one. Here, nice chunky little fish. We'll throw this one back. I'm by myself. One is plenty. Oh, we just hooked into another one. Feels like we got a little bit more size. I love about this river fishing, you never know what's coming up. Could be pike, could be walleye, could be bass, sturgeon, but not on a crankbait. But staying down pretty low. Another little walleye. Oh, that one's tiny. Hit like a rock though. Watch those fingers on those hooks. Yeah, 12 inch, 11 inch. We're gonna shut this off. Oh, the poor little walleye, he tangled himself up in all the hooks. And now every time he bounces, he's coming up. He can barely swim. There's no fight to this. Just a little one again. Not getting any bigger. I definitely got to show you this. So I switched up from the wrap to a wallet diver, cotton cordell. I mean, that's a 6-inch walleye with a friggin' 3.5-inch friggin' bait. And look at that. Seriously, what was he thinking? Little snot rocket. Well, that was fun. I always have a hard time opening this thing. Gash pan, unfold, upside down. There's our floor. Made a little windbreak with some of my 2x4s. And that looks like that. So, yeah, go ahead, laugh at me. I brought 2x4s out with me. These things have been rattling in the back of my truck for a month now. So, I'm gonna use them up. Yeah, I dragged them out here. But, I mean, it's not like it was that much additional weight. Just gonna hack these up into manageable pieces. And then we'll start supper. Might have that walleye. I brought out some burger too, hamburgers. Already fed Roxy. So I would make a real fire. Well, this is going to be a real fire, but it's quite windy out. Right now it's not too bad. The breeze is manageable, but every once in a while it picks up, and I'm just trying to be responsible as far as that that goes. So anyways, stay tuned. We'll have a fire going. So tonight I'm not going to mess around, light fire. I have makeup pads, or makeup removal pads. I soaked them with petroleum jelly, Vaseline, whatever you want to call it. So I'm just going to open those up, put that in my ash pan, grab a fire steel. That simple. We got flame, ash pan. We'll just something stuck. And there we go. Ash pan is under the wood. Most easiest and most efficient way of lighting a fire. Starting from the bottom, working your way up. So, anyways. As you see, we're not quite cooking, but we're almost there. So, see you in a bit. So I had to build my little wall here, two-sided. Like I said, the wind has been up and down, so just trying to keep this at a minimum. But you can see that I'm already starting to get coals. What I like about these firebox stoves is you can do this. I can start burning it from the ends. I might actually have to turn it, but just to be able to get this side. But easily done. These aren't cheap stoves. They're very well made. So I'll wait for that one. But anyways, we'll put a grill on. So my part of my barbecue grill. It's a little oversized, probably cut it in half, but it's great for warming on one side or the other if you balance it just right. I could probably do something like that, but anyways, so we'll let that die down a little bit, and then we'll Throw a burger on there, both me and Roxy. What a beautiful day. What a beautiful country we live in. Pretty good coal bed already. That didn't take long. I guess my little jack pine or whatever spruce pieces here are really dry, but stoke that up, kick that back underneath, and like I said, I'll get some burgers going on that. Not a hairy fire, but it'll get the job done tonight. I don't know where that Explorer dog of mine's gone. Oh, laying down in the ashes. Isn't that going to be lovely in the tent tonight? God, I love that dog. So, we got 2 burger patties there. Doing a nice little sizzle. We'll rotate them. Not bad is what I can do is the grill isn't too hot yet, and I brought gloves. But I can actually pick it up and take it off. Actually, I got a couple of sticks I can use to pick off my grill if my fire gets too hot. But yeah, we're cooking with fire. Might be a little chilly night. Brought extra clothes and extra hoodie that's still dry. As long as the dog stays fairly dry for the evening, might not be too bad in the tent. Wouldn't want to do a midnight run to get back out of here, but anyways, worst comes to worst. The wind dies down, we can always make a fire and stay warm there. Buttloads of firewood. I don't know what they did here because that cedar tree was still green. Looks like they made the fire right underneath it. Kind of odd, but there's a big hole here right in front. When I went by with the boat and the fish finder, about 18-19 feet. Might be wise to bring some minnows next time and throw a line in. Sit here and make supper and still be fishing. Talking to myself now. See you in a bit. Hey folks. Hoping the wind here is not too bad. You can hear this, but I had to put my burgers in my little pot here. They're falling apart on my grill, and if I wanted to eat some, I had to come up with different measures. So, still making supper, but not the way I wanted it. So now instead of having hamburger patties, I'm having ground beef with spices. Same thing, different day. Hey tubers. So I cleaned that fish and I got that on my grill. Nothing on it, just clean walleye close to the grill. I'm hoping not to make a mess of it. So I have my little pot if I have to put it in there to finish it off. But yeah, fresh walleye, open fire. Check it out. I'll let you know on the taste test. Hey tubers, camera difficulty there, but anyways, walleye's cooked. Put it in my little pot, just letting it cool off a little bit. Looks great, probably even better. So that little firebox stove is very, very efficient burn. It burns really hot, so not much left in there now. Just gonna clean up the grill again and take care of all my garbage and stuff. Might head back out fishing. It's still quite early. It's not even 6 o'clock yet. Sun doesn't go down till a little after 9. It's what, August 3rd today, so anyways, be good. We'll talk to you in a bit. Not a bad 15, 16 incher, right? Throw that back. Hopefully we can catch that tomorrow morning before we go home. We got a pretty nice fire here going. About to call it a night there soon. Anyways, just chillaxing. Feeling like a villain, aren't you? Look at you. Oh, snuggled up, yeah. Good girl. I think the dog's tired, more tired than I am. We didn't sleep well, but that's to be expected. Tenting, new environment. So we're packed up. Just doing a couple of passes there at the bottom of the rapids. We've already got 3 fish in the boat. Trying to get greedy, get the 4th one, but anyways, hope you can hear this. Probably a lot of wind noise in the mic, but I'm doing my best with what I got. Talk to you in a bit. Hey tubers, so back at the landing. There's the bridge. Boat's leaking pretty bad. I was having to bail every few minutes. Not very long between bailing. I guess I learned how to bail on this trip. But it's an adventure. I got some fish, I got some camping, I got some great pictures, I got some pretty decent video, I think, I hope. So anyways, we're going to unload this, and I don't know if I showed you guys the hill, but the little hill here that we have to climb is a little gnarly. It's only about 10 or 12 feet, 3 meters or so, but it's very nice and steep, nice round little boulders. I haven't figured out how I'm going to get the boat back up. I dragged it down, which is probably how I got the leak in the first place. But anyways, stay tuned and talk to you when the truck's loaded. See you in a bit. So we're loaded. Everything. I don't know if the camera will pick that up, but everything's in there. And that's our wonderful hole. So a hole that size, I'm going to say it's a couple of liters per minute. Yeah, no, nice. So I have a few welder friends, and we'll coordinate to get that fixed. Maybe reinforce the bottom again. Looks a little rough. Anyways, it was an adventure. Thanks for coming along. And if you like what you've seen or saw, oh, got that right. Anyways, hit the subscribe button and the like button. Don't forget the little bell for the notifications. And yeah, how not to check your gear before an adventure and still have fun at it. Thanks guys, later. Pot, just letting it cool off a little bit. Looks great. Just gonna clean up the grill again and clock yet. Sun doesn't go down till today, so anyways.